Lesson number 8, pollution. Lesson number 8, pollution. Under this lesson we seen the air pollution and its effect, and the same part we are continuing today also, and it's the next part is the acid rain. Due to air pollution, the acid rain also falls, and before that we seen that how it affects on the human being and living organisms like plants and animals. And effects of air pollution that we seen, and depletion of ozone layer is it is also the what one of the effect of the pollution, air pollution. And the next part is the next effect of the air pollution is the acid rain. Okay, so see here in the picture, if you see here, if you observe this picture you will notice that what happens here, the some factories are there. These factories what we are they are using burning fuels. Which fuels they are using for burning? So they are using some biofuels and some all. So when these fuels burn, when these fuels burn, which gases are emitted? If you see here, SO2, that is sulfur dioxide, NO2, nitrogen dioxide, and CO2, carbon dioxide. So these gases are there, they are emitted from these factories. With this, some vehicles are there, as you know that they are also what happens, they are emitting this gases like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide and all. Now these oxides, SO2, NO2, CO2, they what happens here, it is when rain falls. As you know that rain means what, it has a which, H2O means water. These gases are there, they are water soluble, so they reacts with this water, and what it forms, the respected acids it forms, that is H2SO4. Actually this reaction is not balanced. If you write here 2, then you will get its answer, that is H2O. So this sulfuric acid, when the NO2 when it reacts with water, it forms the HNO3, nitric acid. The reaction I am not going to balancing because it is there for you in the 9th and 10th standard. Only I am just giving the information regarding to do. And when this CO2 reacts with H2O, what it forms? The carbonic acid, H2CO3, something is there. So these acids it forms, and these acids are there when falls with the rainwater, when they falls with the rainwater on the ground. See here, rain is falling. Yes, when it falls as acids, what happens, it burns the living organism. So what happens, the trees if you see, they get, the leaves are fall, the leaves are burned, and with this what happens here, damage of animals and plants. When it enters in the sea water, river water, otherwise sea water inside, then what happens, the animals which are present in that water, it may be fishes, okay, it may be planktons, means the plants which grows inside the water, they what happens, they die, their like existence is impossible. See here how the green trees are here, and when the acid falls, then what is the condition of the trees? So these things are happening because of this acid rain. Now we will see what is given here in the description. Oxides of sulfur and nitrogen are released into the atmosphere. What they told you, oxides of sulfur and oxygen, sulfur and nitrogen are released into the atmosphere through burning of coal, timber, fuel oils. Okay, fuel oils means petrol, diesel and all. Okay, then those oxides mix with the rainwater. These oxides are there, they are mixing with the rainwater and forms acids like sulfuric acid, that is H2SO4, nitric acid, that is HNO3, nitrous acid, HNO2, etc. And these acids are mixed with the raindrops. Just now I told you, this mix with the raindrop and the snowflakes when in the snowbound region, otherwise like mountains like that Kashmir inside, okay, their snowfall is there. In that snowflakes inside also what happens, these acids are mixed and come down as a rain, and this is called as a acid rain. How acid rain it form? The gases emitted by the factories mix with the rainwater and forms the respected acid, and it falls with the rain, and this is called as a acid rain. Now what are the effects of the acid rain? as you know that acidic means what happens, it is strong, so soil becomes acidic because of acid rain. Soil becomes acidic because of soil, and water bodies increases due to the acid rain. Water bodies, acidity of the soil and the water bodies. Water bodies, which are the water bodies? It may be rain, it may be pond, it may be sea. So these bodies becomes acidic because of the acid rain. It harms the aquatic organism. So as you know that acid burns the living things, so it harms the aquatic organism, plants, and the entire forest life. Forest life also, what happens, it gets burn, and then what happens, animals die because of this acid rain. Total ecosystems are adversely affected. Okay, whole ecosystem in that region, what happens, it get affected because of this acid rain. Next, erosion of the buildings. As you know that acid is harmful to the all the things. Okay, it may be metals, or what we say that when the acid react with metal, it emits the hydrogen gas. Okay, so here the buildings also erosion takes place. Burst, historical monuments, bridges, metal idols, wire fences, etc. occur due to the acid rain. Means erosion of these all things, buildings to burst, historical monuments, bridges, metal idols, wire fences, and the uh, fences get, what happens, erode because of this acid rain. Next, heavy metals. Which are the heavy metals? Mercury and cadmium. These are the heavy metals. You just keep in your mind. The heavy metals like mercury and cadmium are absorbed by plants, and thereby enter the food chain indirectly due to the acid rain. What they told you, these are the mercury and cadmium, these are the heavy metals, are absorbed by the plants. So plants absorb these heavy metals, which mercury and cadmium, and thereby enter in the food chain. As we know that our main food is the plant products like jawar, bajra, chapati, and if these heavy metals like mercury and cadmium mix into the plant bodies, then and enter in the our food chain, it is dangerous for us also. So due to acidification of water and water in water bodies and pipes, leaching of metal and plastic material occur. Leaching, it becomes degrade, occur in water, and thereby serious health problems are arises due to this acidification. So these are the effects of acid rain on the living things. We had seen how acid rain fall and what are its effect that we had seen. Now, so as we seen that there are so many effects are there due to the air pollution. It damages the living things. It may be human being, it may be other animals, it may be plants. So it is our duty to control the air pollution. Okay, so which things we can do to control the air pollution? So the things are, first, smoke which is emerging from the factories contain harmful particles. The smoke emerging from factories contain harmful particles, hence pollution controlling machineries should be used. So which are those machineries? Arresters and the filters. These machineries are available, okay, to what happens, to absorb the harmful particles from the air. So these are the smoke emerging factory contains. Means which are the smoke emerging factories are there? It may be sugar factory, it may be textile factories. Inside it, what happens, the smoke is emerging, and in these factories inside, if you are using the machines like arresters and the filters, then what happens, the smoke get, what happens, absorbed. Okay, and due to the less air pollution will takes place. Secondly, proper disposal of stinking waste generated cities. So proper stinking waste generated cities. So wherever the stinking waste material is generated, these where we have to do the proper disposal. Means we have to dig the big debris, and inside it we have to keep it. These types of things we have to do to what happens for the stinking waste of the generated cities. The word stinking means what happens, those which give the bad odor. Okay, So these waste we have to which is generated in the cities, we have to do the proper disposal of it. So the stinking waste, if we keep it as it is, the bad odor comes, and what happens, it is impossible to live in such a condition. Next, it is the control on atomic test. As we know that for different purposes, for getting electricity and for do the for doing the who are doing many experiments, scientists, what they are doing, that taking the atomic test of chemical weapons. Okay, so if we have to control it, okay, why? Because it causes air pollution, it causes air pollution. And next, it is the control or ban over CFC production. CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. Chlorofluorocarbon. We have to keep ban on the CFC because it causes the air pollution. If we do these things, what happens? We can we can prevent the air pollution. We cannot totally control, but we can try to control it little bit. And on our level, if we say, then if we use the private vehicles instead of the public vehicle instead of private vehicles. Otherwise, for air pollution, if we are not burning the plastic bags and all which is waste, which is produced in our home, so on our level also, what happens, we can control the air pollution. Okay, and then we can control it. So next, it is the air quality index. So what is air quality index? As you have your textbook, inside index is there. So inside it, what is there? Textbook lessons are given. So air quality index, inside what is given here? It is important for the citizens. It is important for the citizens to know the extent of air pollution in their cities. How much air is polluted from their cities, so as to define air quality index. Proportion of SO2 means how much SO2 is present in the air. SO2, sulfur dioxide, CO, carbon monoxide, NO2, nitrogen dioxide, and ozone. Ozone's formula is O3. Then particulate matter, etc., measured every day. So we have to measure these things from the air, which SO2, CO, NO2, ozone, particles, particulate matter. Then what happens? We are getting the idea about how much air is getting polluted. And boards indicating the air quality index are displayed on the BG squares in the metro cities. So on metro cities like Bombay or Mumbai, Delhi, these cities are there, Pune. In these cities, the boards are indicating air quality index are displayed on the squares in the metro cities. Now next point is the, do you know, air pollution, air pollutants with sulfur cause color change in paint. Okay, so color changes means paint's color is changing. We are giving colors to the houses. Otherwise, if you see nowadays, the Taj Mahal was very white. It is made up of the marble, and due to the air pollution, what happens, now we see the black spots on that Taj Mahal. Okay, and this is because of the air pollution. The gases which is present inside the air, which are the air pollutants, combines with this marble of this Taj Mahal, and the color of the Taj Mahal becomes dark. Oil paintings, this also nylon, cotton fabrics, leather articles, and papers, these all things are there. This color changes, and reason behind it why this color changes, because of the air pollution. Okay, now these things we seen in the air pollution. Now today we will only see the next part of the lesson, that is the water pollution. So what is water pollution? The water get polluted due to the human activities. Okay, if you see this picture, you will notice that which things are there here. Tire is there, some clothes are there, bottle, and all these things we are throwing in the water. And what happens, and due to this, what happens, water get polluted. Not only this, if you see the color of this water, the color is also blackish. And why it is? Because inside it the factories wastewater is also what happens, it is added in this water. With this, the sewage water which is coming from our houses, sewage water means coming from houses, it may be the washing, whenever we are washing clothes, that water, toilet water, then kitchen utensils whenever you are washing, that water enters in the gutters. Okay, and that gutters are joined to this, what happens, joined to this different sources, like it may be the streams, it may be the rivers. Okay, and it joins to it, and that water from that places, it gets polluted, and this polluted water gives bad odor. With this, what happens, its color also what happens, blackish is there, bad odor, contaminated, it is not good for drinking, it is not good for drinking, not good for cleaning, not good for bathing. Okay, so this water becomes what, unuseful for all, not for only us, for animals and for plants also, it is not good. Why? Because of the, it get polluted because of human activities. So here, can you tell, some questions are given, from which water sources do we get water suitable for us? Which are the sources of water? You knows that the sources, for which water sources do we get water? So we get water from mainly rain, and that rainwater, when it comes into the river, it may be river streams, then what, that water we are available for us. For which different purposes do we use the water? Tell me why we are using. From the morning when we get up to the night when we get sleep, from that full time we are using the water for different purposes, for drinking, cleaning, washing, then for bathing. So we are using this water. Without water, life is impossible. How much percent of earth area is occupied by water? So how much area it was occupied? 70%. 71% of water is present on the earth, but this water is present in different forms. Like when it is on the snowbound region, it is in the solid state. When it is ice on the poles, otherwise if you see mountains like Mount Everest and all high mountains are there it is present in the solid state. So it is solid state. Then some water is more, so much water is present in the seas, and it is useful for us because it is a salty water, so many minerals are present inside it. And the water which is available for us is from the rainwater when falls in the river, that river water is available for us for our purposes. So 71% of water is present on the earth, but from this only 2% of water is useful for us. Okay, now next, what are the reasons of water pollution? So just now we discussed that which are the water pollution pollutants are there, the wastewater from the factories, wastewater from the house, then the chemical factors inside, some suppose dyes, they are dyeing industries, dyes are there, textile industries are there, so that chemicals are there present in the water, wastewater from this factory, it enters inside the water bodies and the water get polluted. Okay, why? And not only these reasons, if you are taking the bath in the river, otherwise the buffaloes and other animals they are taking bath in the river, then also what happens, water get polluted. And with these human activities like washing clothes, utensils, these things are also water pollutes. Why does the water is referred as a molecule of life? If you see then without water the living things cannot survive. Okay, and why? That's why the molecule of life, the water is a molecule of life, because without water life is impossible, and that's why it is called as a water is of a life. So today we seen the acid rain and the preventive measures on air pollution and the can you tell questions of the water pollution. So today all of you read this, understand it. If you have any difficulties with regarding to this part of the lesson, then you are going to tell me. Okay, so today we will stop here only. So I told you have to do this, write the answers for these questions, that is can you tell questions answer you have to write, acid rains definition you have to learn, whatever how its effect you have to learn. Okay, so today we will stop here only. Okay, thank you and have a good day.